Hello, welcome to the Kitchen Spy. My name is Kate and this is another Meals of the Week video. I hope it finds you safe and well and that you've had a great week and that you've eaten some really lovely things. So this is taking us from the 19th of September to the 25th of September, and we were actually on holiday in the Lake District. So this is going to be a little bit different in terms of the fact that I wasn't counting calories on holiday, obviously. The kitchen area will look a bit weird and the plates will look a bit different because they were from the cottage that we stayed in. Normally when we're on holiday we do quite a lot of eating out just to give me a break, and also it's just nice to eat food when you're out. But as things are at the moment, we're just really not happy about eating out, so we did cook most of stuff inside. So hopefully you'll enjoy the video. There's some stuff and footage on the end about the lakes and how beautiful it is. Okay, so we went on the Saturday, and so we arrived about 5 o'clock on Saturday night. So I just did this really very basic and quick food, which was a chicken breast, and I roasted this in a bag with some garlic and herb seasoning and some peppers and some red onions and also some carrots. And then I just served that with some of the tilde rice on the side. That's the Caribbean style rice, and that's actually really quite nice, and I think that's going to be in my next shopping haul, so if you haven't seen that before you can see it then. So that was just the first meal to welcome us to our cottage. Then on the Sunday I actually did chili, and I made some guacamole but forgot to take coriander, so it's kind of guacamole anyway, and that was quite nice. So I just served that with the chili that I cooked, and I served that with some rice and some tortillas. So chili is one of our go-to favourite comfort style meals, so it's always something that we choose to eat when we're on holiday. And I said I wasn't counting calories, but I still was careful with the oil and things. It looks weird having food served on these different plates that aren't white, and you can see that the work surfaces are different. So the work surfaces were granite in this lovely little old cottage we stayed in, and it had quite a nice kitchen, quite small but perfectly serviceable, and it was fine to cook in. So that was Sunday, and we had chili, rice, guacamole and tortillas or Doritos. Then on the Monday, I was actually going to be doing something different, but I only took 1 tin of tomatoes with me for some reason. I don't know why, because I definitely needed 2 for the meals that I wanted. So I couldn't do what I was going to cook, so instead I cooked this, which was some oven baked chips. So I just chopped some potatoes up into fairly thick chip style slices, and there was no baking sheet, so I cooked them on a grill pan in the oven and served that with corned beef. So really basic but ever so tasty. Then on the Tuesday I made our gnocchi bake, which we have quite often. So this has got bacon in it and various other things, and I have done a video for this previously, so I'll link that down below. But if you do have a look at the video and you want to make it, just be sure to have a look at the extra information on the video, because the video starts off with a recommendation for cookbooks, and so there is a bookmark in the down below section of that video, and it will take you right to the recipe. But we love this, it was delicious. So another one of our favourite comfort foods here, there's a theme developing. We're on holiday, we want comfort food and we just want to shovel it in. So this is cheese and potato pie, and I have actually also done a recipe video for this, so I will link that down below just in case you're interested. Now we also had this the following day as well, with some bacon and some sausage, just to use up what was left because we didn't want to throw it away. And I haven't actually got a video of what we ate on that following day because for some reason it just didn't work, so I can't find the footage and I haven't got the footage. But it was basically this without the baked beans, and with sausage and bacon and egg. Friday, as a treat, we had a takeaway, so we had fish and chips from Ambleside, and they were delicious. I mean, so lovely, just not greasy at all. And I'm half eating this because as I was tucking in, my husband said, Have you recorded that? And I hadn't, so forgive the fact that my knife and fork had just piled on the plate, but this was lovely. It was a really nice treat. The fish was lovely, it was haddock, and the chips were really tasty, and neither of them were greasy at all. It was a really nice meal. And then, of course, because we're on holiday, you need a few treats, don't you? So we were in Grasmere here, and I had a milkshake. So it was a vanilla milkshake, and my hand there was just showing you how big that piece of Bakewell tart was. And then I also had, not on the same day, but this was ice cream. So this was actually the Raffaello ice cream. So it's a bit like Ferrero Rocher, but it's got coconut and white chocolate in. It was absolutely delicious, really lovely. Anyway, so yeah, we were on holiday in the lakes, and this is us just travelling up the M6, which is one of the main arterial routes through England. If you are English or British, you'll know that already, but for those people not here, that's where we were. And this is just a look at the Lake District, which is just unbelievably stunning, isn't it? I don't know whether you've been to the lakes before, but if you haven't, I heartily recommend that you do. It is so beautiful. I mean, Wales is gorgeous, and there are other parts of England that are gorgeous, but the lakes is just particularly beautiful. So on this day, because we walked pretty much every day, so on this day, well, not pretty much every day, absolutely every day, and on one day we did a 10-mile walk, well, just over 10 miles, almost 11. I think this was about a 4-mile walk, and this was up to a place called High Sweden Bridge. So High Sweden Bridge is an ancient pack horse bridge which crosses the Scandale Beck. So up in the Lake District, streams are called becks and hills are called fells. So anyway, so High Sweden Bridge is an ancient pack horse bridge, and here it is, and it crosses this Scandale Beck. Now, apparently, the High Sweden bears nothing to do with Scandinavia or anything, but it's a little bit funny, isn't it, that that's Scandale Beck and that's High Sweden Bridge. So anyway, I don't know why it's called what it is, but it is, and it was beautiful up there. So quite a climb to get up there, but really lovely. And that was built in the late 1700s, apparently. And when we went out for our walks, we always took our lunch with us because, as I said, at the beginning, we weren't really into eating out, and so we just took our sandwiches with us and a flask of hot water so that we could make our tea and things when we stopped. And do you know what? The food was simple, just plain sandwiches and things, but oh so delicious. And as you can see here, we had stopped for our lunch, and this was at Sweden Bridge, and we were just about to make a cup of tea. But we carry our milk in an old tiny vodka bottle. I suppose we could have kept the vodka in there, but it's just a right size to carry milk around with us. So yeah, that's what we did pretty much every day, is took a packed lunch and a flask. I also wanted to share this with you, and because it was just so unusual, and we've never seen anything like this before, and we saw a few of them in this area, so I guess they are particular to the Lake District. But this is a gate, and as you can see, the gate is a series of individual poles, and they've been pushed through the holes in these stone uprights. And so I have tried to find a bit of information about them, but I just can't find anything. So if anyone knows about them, just please let me know. But I just thought it was interesting, and I thought I would share that with you because, there's just no end, is there, to the ingenuity of people. And I also wanted to share this because we talked about the fact that the Lake District is beautiful, and there are loads and loads, hundreds and hundreds of miles, if not thousands of miles of dry stone walling. And you can see this one here just covered in moss. But behind every wall is just the most fabulous of views. So this was on the way back down from High Sweden Bridge to Ambleside, and our cottage that we stayed in was in Ambleside. So for many of the days we didn't even get in the car. I think we got in the car maybe 3 times to go some places, but generally speaking we did all of our walks straight from the house, and that was just such a real treat not to have to get in the car. And you've got all of this beautiful beautiful countryside on your doorstep. So yeah, a mossy wall and beautiful views. So our cottage was up a hill called The Struggle, and it's a 20% hill, which is a 1 in 5 climb, and this goes up to the Kirkstone Pass from Ambleside. And it was a struggle, especially after we did that 11 miles and then having to walk up this hill to the cottage. It was a struggle, but it was really beautiful, and I just think such a lovely name as well. So that's it then, that's meals of the week such as they were. Sorry for the lack of calorie information, but I just didn't want to be bothered to be looking at calories whilst we were on holiday, and also a little bit of the Lake District. And in the next few videos I'm doing, I will be putting some more of the Lake District on there because it was just so beautiful and I really want to share that with you. Anyway, so thanks very much for watching, and if you are already a subscriber, thank you for your support. And if you're not yet a subscriber and you like this kind of video and you like meals of the week like this, or hauls or recipes, then perhaps you might want to join us, and there'll be a button coming up soon if you want to do that. And if you did like the video, please give it a thumbs up, but if you choose not to, that's absolutely fine. Just thanks so much for watching. You stay safe, take care, bye bye.